Hi, this is Rick. Today we're going to talk about building a radiator-proof worm composter from a food-grade barrel. Here's 17 gallons of garden gold worm castings for my own family for 1 year. We're going to take the barrel that's on the left here and make it like the one on the right, so stand by. Well, I love the long sloping shoulders of summer, and these months are just wonderful going into the hot season. So the dogs and I are out here by the fountain in the backyard spa, going to talk a bit about how to convert a composter or a food grade barrel into a high quality and I hope radiator proof worm bin for you folks, so you don't have to worry about critters getting into your stores. First thing you're going to need is a good food grade barrel with a screw top. I find mine on Craigslist usually cost about $20. You'll notice they smell like olives or pickles inside when you stick your head inside. That's the sign of a good food grade barrel. You're also going to need some of these screens. You get them at the Home Depot store. You'll notice they're screened on one side. They're light aluminum or tin. You're also going to need a supply of self-tapping screws like these. We're going to cut this screen, these vents, into 3 sections. They're very lightweight. You could probably cut them with scissors if you don't have tin snips. If you can cut through a beer can with your scissors, you can probably cut through this. I ended up with 8 vents on my barrel, but these screens are only $2 a piece, and so you can afford to put almost as many as you can squeeze onto the side of your barrels. Obviously, the more ventilation you have in your barrel, the better. A sign of a healthy barrel is a good, clean smelling barrel. If there's bad smells coming out of it, you're probably just not getting enough air. You'll also need a 1/2 inch valve of some sort, a tube of silicone, and some of these expanded aluminum gutter covers. They're to keep the leaves out. You'll need about a 6 bricks. These came out of someone's pizza oven project. You'll need a 3/4 inch spade bit or wood bit, and an electric drill. And here's a rare look at my backyard production crew. Just a chance to look behind the scenes and see what's going on. The people that make it possible. Look through your vents and sort them out and make the smallest one your template, where you're going to draw the vents on the side of the barrel. Do not be tempted to make one big hole. You want a whole lot of small holes. The 3/4 inch spade bit we're using here will also work well to put in the 1/2 inch spigot. Make sure the screen side of the vent goes against the barrel, and then use lots and lots of those self-tapping screws to secure those vents. Okay, here's the finished bottom. 4 vents on the bottom, 2 in the middle, 2 on the top, and be sure and note the overflow line. Next part of this project is the top. The center section is called a bung hole. It screws out. You can see that here. Take a piece of the expanded screen, cut off a section, and you're going to screw it on the inside using 4 screws. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 screw tips coming through the top. Drop your bricks in and use a stick or something to get them all laying flat. There'll be an awful lot of weight on this on these bricks. The expanded metal gutter material is going to be too long, so it's going to have to be trimmed and then laid in the bottom. And this will be the support with liquid below it and all the worm waste above it. Unfold newspaper and arrange the sheets on top of the bricks and the expanded material, and wet it down. You want it wet but not sopping. Here's a 5-gallon pail of waste I've been saving for about a week. The top has a gamma bucket or a gamma lid on it, which is really handy. It screws on, keeps it from smelling, keeps animals out of it. Also good for dog food and all kinds of feed where there might be raccoons or something getting into your food. Then I put down, this is coconut coir. It could be shredded newspaper on top of the food. Throw in a handful of worms, or actually a bucket full of worms, and a little bit of dirt, and put some more paper down and wet it on top, and we are just about finished. Then screw the lid on, set it on blocks, put a bucket underneath the spout so it'll drain out the leachant, and this is what it looks like. This is in my greenhouse where I have my aquaponics system. I'm not a neat person, so you don't have to be neat either. It just needs to be sealed with silicone sealant. And that is the finished project. A finished worm composter, when it's full, will probably weigh about 300 pounds. And being up on bricks, it is a tip hazard. It can crush children, small dogs, maybe even you underneath it. I'll do a video on how to empty it later, but I just wanted you to think about that and be careful as you're working through this project. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. This is Rick.